Hi guys, this is Thor video. Who will join us? Today I wanted to tackle a subject that is somewhat confusing, like most of topics with narcissism. Um, but I think this is confusing from a personal standpoint. It's not something that the narcissist does. It's not something that the narcissist provokes. This is all you. So if you're ready to hear that, stick around. If not, go ahead and watch the other disclaimer, because it's going to be rough. I've joined a lot of this recovery support groups, which I think are amazing. I think they're great. I think they serve a fantastic purpose. Everybody has their own journey. So I believe that they're so informative. They offer a lot of perspective because there's a lot of people from a lot of backgrounds that are members of these groups. So I think it's really helpful in a lot of ways and in a lot of senses related to that. But like in everything, I think we're going to have to really marry with the idea that good, bad, together in the same situation, always. Every single time, there will be good and there will be bad. What I've noticed in these groups that fortunately I had the experience to really open my eyes about in therapy about myself, it's this extreme way of understanding things, of seeing things, of interpreting concepts, of realizing ideas, of feeling emotions. We are very extreme. People that have been on the narcissist spectrum in any kind of way, it's extreme because that's what narcissism is. It's an extreme denial of one's reality. So a person is so affected by the idea of what they are that they decide to deny in its entirety, in completeness. They deny that reality. It doesn't exist. Like your feelings, like your emotions, like your desires. What this person, the narcissist, does then is create all these defense mechanisms to take care of that insecurity. That happens when they're a child. Those defense mechanisms grow with them, with their identity. Day by day, they create ideas on how to live with this insecurity, not seeing it. So they're very inventive, they're very creative, they're very intelligent. Is this sounding familiar? So are you? It's not sounding familiar anymore. The problem with either is when these traits that define a human being as narcissist and that define a human being as the other side, call it empath, survivor, victim, watchy-40s, whatever. What happens then is this person, the survivor, the empath, that has no idea how and why he or she or whatever is reacting to these emotions. We don't know. We have no idea because nobody gave us any kind of compass whatsoever. A narcissist, on the other hand, understands perfectly. Understands perfectly what they're doing. They're just doing it with a different intention than you. You would never understand why they do the things they do, and they will never understand why you do the things you do. So stop trying to get in their head. It will never lead to anything positive about you. Having said that, this is the fun part. Why us? Right? No, Benito. Why us? Because we are extremely polarized. Because we see everything so extreme that they pick up on it. Because it's the frequency they live in. It's the only one they can live in. You know, you have options. You right now are choosing to live in the same frequency as the narcissist. That's why you are surrounded by narcissists and narcissistic situations. It's me. Yes, it's absolutely, completely, and totally you. Would you blame a child? Would you blame a child if you gave him a piece of candy for free? And then you told him, enjoy this free piece of candy. And then when the child ate it, you would get mad at the child? How irrational is that? Why are you getting mad at a child? Do you maybe need to address something about your own childhood? I've been seeing so many posts in this group that are so polarized and extreme that I think are being a little bit more harmful than helpful. This is why it's important for people like us that we grew up. It didn't just happen when you turned 21 and you got all hot, and then the narc was like, ooh, what a hot person, I'm gonna hit on that. No. The narcissist knows that the childhood traumas that you are carrying with you that scream out codependent to the narcissist are there. But you can't see them because you have your own defense mechanisms. One of which is to think you're an empath. Is to think that you're here to save the world. Is to think that you are a beautiful angel that was placed on this earth to sacrifice its joy. No! How irrational is that? And may I add, extreme. See where I'm going with this? Everything in your life up to this point has been polarized and extreme. You've taken choices from going one end to the complete extreme of the other and nothing in the middle. Stop. Reconsider your idea and your concept of polarization. Find some sort of balance. Nothing, and I am not exaggerating, nothing that you choose from that point is coherent. Not a single thing. If you decided to buy a house at an impulse, careful. Check that. It doesn't mean that you need to sell it, but it means that you need to make some sort of peace with the impulse that made you buy that. And if you apply that logic to other things, then you should be able to come to a balanced understanding of why you have chosen things from 0 to 100, from black to white. I hope if you take anything from this, is that from now on you can begin to consider the fact that maybe seeing things so extreme is not helping. Best of luck in your journey, whatever. I don't know. This is the first time I say goodbye like this, so whatsoever. Bye, Tor. Bye, Tor.